Hey guys, it's Kim, and I'm gonna be doing some more one ingredient and no glue slime recipe tests. Let's get started. For this first slime recipe, I'm gonna be using these adorable little, I don't know what you call them. They look like flowers. I'm loving them. So I just wanted to put them in this one because I haven't used this in forever. And next I'm gonna go in with some OGX tea tree oil shampoo. And by the way, this recipe was suggested to us by Addie's World on Instagram. Thanks so much. It was not suggested to add color, but you know me, I like some color, so I had to paint it blue. Next ingredient is the regular OGX coconut. I really have high hopes for this test because just this one by itself is amazing. However, putting them both together, I'm not so sure, so we're gonna find out. And I wanted a little bit blue, more blue, so add a little more spritz. And to that, I'm gonna stir it up. Isn't that blue just gorgeous? Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. It actually seems to be forming a jelly-like slime already, so this is really, really awesome. I like this a lot, and it smells amazing. It's a little sticky and stringy, but that's to be expected with shampoo, right? So I'm gonna see if I can fold this up on itself. And look at that, oh my gosh, I can. Look at this little jelly ball. And it's got a nice little stretch, guys. This is a little slime. All right, but the recipe calls for a little bit of salt, so I'm gonna add that in. Hey guys, if you haven't already, go hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Also, follow us on Instagram at WillItSlime. So I'm going to let this set in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and we'll check back in on it later. All right, this next one I'm going to try is a recipe suggested to us by Butterscotch from Instagram. So excited to test this one. So we're told to put a little bit of baby powder in. I put kind of a little lot of ish. I don't know. There was no measurement, so I'm just going by my own site. And some shaving cream goes in there. And I'm just going to add a little bit of coloring just so we can see it better. And I'm really digging this pink right now. I was afraid you couldn't see this well enough, so I added a spritz of blue. All right, guys, I'm going to try and mix this up and see what happens. It was actually pretty difficult trying to mix this up because the baby powder is light and the shaving cream obviously is very light, and it just does not want to incorporate any of the color, so it's just a white blob, and I feel like I'm fixing to get really dirty with all this red dye. All right, guys, so to kind of hopefully incorporate this a little bit better, I'm going to go ahead and add the next ingredient, which is toothpaste. I've never seen toothpaste like this, and I was so excited when I saw this in the store. I was like, this is pretty groovy. You like that, groovy? Yeah, let's take you back. If I can get this off, we'll put it in there. I was really surprised to see that it came out and it was kind of translucent. Like, what kind of toothpaste is that? I'm not so sure about this toothpaste. After a little bit of effort, I finally got all the ingredients to incorporate, and we're hopefully going to have a slime once this is all done. So I feel like it's time to add a little bit of pretty to this slime, just because I wanted to add pretty. And I added a little too many of them. Oh, well, I'm just gonna mix these things right on in. So the recipe doesn't tell me to put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, so I'm assuming this is what I got. I'm trying to say this because obviously this is not a slime. It's super sticky. So I added a little more shaving cream to hopefully get it to have more body and come together. That didn't work, so here goes the baby powder. Woo! That stuff is strong. And now it has more body. Okay, this is really cool. This is becoming a really light, fluffy butter slime. I'm gonna add a little more baby powder. And if you heard that little growl just a second ago, my two dogs are trying to play, and it's not time to play. So here is the finished product. It is pretty scary. Yes. This did not work. Guys, check out this background. Damn, that is so bright. Oh my gosh, can you see it? It's so bright. I think I'm blinded by the light. Blinded. No, just kidding. So I'm gonna start this one off with some color. Haven't used this before. It's another kind of like a spray on, like aerosol spray. It's pretty cool. It's edible food coloring. You can put on cupcakes. Imagine that. Ooh. Really stank up the room, and yeah, it was like a cloud up in here. I'm gonna add some glitter to that, and this recipe was suggested to us by McCluskey402 on Instagram. If you want to have a shout out, please follow us on Instagram at WilletSlime. Add a little bit of water and shaky, shaky, shaky. All of it's combined. How easy was that? And pay no attention to the banging that you hear in the background. We have some workers outside. I cannot control it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to go with it. So I'm gonna add in some baby powder to all this water combo glitter, and we're gonna mix this up. Hey guys, if you haven't already, go hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Apparently, I've made this combination way too dry. The baby powder just like sucked up everything, and I had too much baby powder, so I add a little bit more water to see if I can get this to come together. I can see that it's starting to act a little bit like oobleck. Obviously, I wanted more color, so I added some more of this stuff. I'm actually really digging these spray colors. I mean, it's something different. It's neat. All right, so I added some more water, a little too much. So I'm trying to get it to come to some kind of slime consistency. And what we actually end up with here is an oobleck, which is super cool. I have never made oobleck with baby powder. How cool is that? So this one has kind of a runnier consistency. However, it still is oobleck because when I poke it, my stick doesn't sink. When I stick my fingers in it, they don't stick in. And I can scrape it and it becomes like a thicker mixture, a solid. I could add a little more baby powder, but at this point I was like, no, this is good. This is oobleck. If you've never made oobleck before, generally you make it with cornstarch and water. It's really cool and really fun to do. So if you have that, or if you have baby powder, try it out. All right, guys, moving on, we are going to try something very cool. We're going to start out with some cornstarch. I'm going to add a little bit of color just to get rid of all this white. And attempt to mix this color and this cornstarch up. Let's see how this goes. So that totally didn't work. The color did not mix with this cornstarch. So I decided to add some stars to add some color. I need some color. Don't you love seeing stars? It's time for the main ingredient. Yes, this is yogurt. I've never seen Starburst yogurt in my entire life. And I was like, yes, I've got to see, will this slime? Guys, it smells amazing. I love this pink color. Whoa. It actually reminds me of the peel-off face mask in the bottles. It's kind of the same way I took it out too. Weird. Going in for the taste test. That's delicious. Now it's time to mix all my ingredients together, and I'm so happy I have some pink instead of white. And it's becoming a solid, guys. Look at this. It's still a little bit sticky, so I add a little more cornstarch to it in hopes to get it to completely form. And yes, I added a little more pink. I wanted to brighten this up a little more, so I added more stars. And it's so cute. I love it. It's the cutest little slime. This has like a butter consistency. It's a thick, it's not clay, but it acts like clay. And I'm really surprised because we have actually tried this in the past and it was very soupy. It was almost like an oobleck, but this is not oobleck at all. And it's not soupy. It's like a butter, like I said already. Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet now. This yogurt made an amazing stretchy slime. It smells amazing, and I love how it turned out. And guys, my dog even tried to eat it. I wish I would have caught that on film because it was hilarious. Okay, guys, so we're gonna move on to this next recipe. I'm gonna start off with some water, and then I'm gonna put in some peel-off face mask. And this one, I'll go ahead and tell you, it does work. I wanted a clear base. So I'm putting in my contact lens solution to activate this and turn this into a slime. And it is super sticky. So now I'm going to take some baking soda and put it in this little container. To that, I will add some eye contact lens solution in just a minute. I wanted to add a little more baking soda. And that was way too much. So I had to put some of that back. And the deal with this is I want to go ahead and shake it up and get it combined because I don't want to add it all in like I usually do where I just put the baking soda on top of this because it's going to cloud it up and I don't want it cloudy. I am wanting that clear slime. All right, guys, I want to try something fun. I want to see, could I color my clear slime with a paint palette? So first of all, I have to wet all of these watercolors. And that little brush was just not doing the trick. So I came out with my bigger brush. We actually do a lot of arts and crafts around my house. So I have everything I need in somewhere in my little crafting area. So all my paints are ready and I'm gonna take this super sticky slime and drape it over. Now guys, this was actually really harder than I imagined. Everyone else makes it look so easy. I'm just not as practiced apparently, and it's not really turning out how I had envisioned in my mind. It's got all the pretty colors, but my technique is lacking. Quick guess, what color do you think this is gonna end up as? Whilst you ponder that question, go hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell because that would be awesome. Thanks so much. All right, guys, here I am sadly trying to make an emoji face. And I know it's not black eyes, but I thought that would be ugly on this particular ugly emoji. I guess it wouldn't have helped or hurt it. It was pretty ugly. So anyway, I wanted to try something else here, and I made another clear little slime and wanted to scrape off the paint. And that was harder than I thought it would be. I thought it would just all come out, and sadly, it did not. Again, technique, not my strong suit. Yeah, I got a little bit of a rainbow there. Pretty colors. Wow, that was weird. So moving on, I'm going to take some of this clay and I'm going to see if I can make it into slime using this toothpaste. It's charcoal. Charcoal. Is it going to be gritty? Is it going to be black? I'm scared. It says peppermint. Have you ever tried this one? I am not so sure about this, but I might have to try it. Maybe I'll put that on Instagram. See if you can see my teeth with black stuff in them. That would kind of, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, so I add a little bit of dollops there, and I'm going to mix this together. After mixing it for a little bit, I see that it actually loosens up the clay and makes it into a slime. Kind of like when you add lotion, but make my white kind of off-white and grayish tint. So I decided to make it some pink. Yes, I just said decided. I just said it. I decided. So let's see how this goes. When I sprayed the pink on, it was all this bright, beautiful pink. And after mixing it, it was kind of like, bleh. So I went in with some actual food dye, the liquid kind. Wow, that is super red. I'm liking it. Let's see how it goes. I added more because it was still like this blah pink color. I want a poppin' pink. And there we go. I finally got it. And it's really popping on my hands too. All right, guys, it's time for the embellishment. I love these styrofoam balls. They just make a pop against that hot pink. Loving this. As you can see, though, clay and styrofoam balls don't really mix. They didn't want to stay in, but I love the way it turned out, even if they're jumping ship. This one's very fun to play with. It's kind of like a butter slime. It's thick, and I love the texture of it. So I was trying to think of ideas to test, and I remember somebody asked me to try ice cream one time, and I'm so sorry. I don't remember, and I didn't write it down, and I don't have your name, but thank you. So I bend my spoon trying to get my ice cream out because it's so rock hard. I mean, it's from the freezer, so yeah, and it's a horrible spoon. So I get me a clump out here, and I'm just going to add it to my bowl and try not to eat it. Figures, I broke my stirring stick too. Oh my gosh. So forget it. I'm taking this to the microwave. And this is what I have. I have this tiny little mountain left. He's so cute. All right, I'm going to smash. All right, so I smashed that up and get that all mixed up. And now I'm going to add in some sprinkles because I want to lighten this up and make it a pâté. Doesn't look so fun in that bowl. I just want to jump right in. All right, guys, let's try and make this into a slime by adding some powdered sugar. I surprisingly had to add quite a bit of powdered sugar because it just kind of liquefied with. It was like the chocolate was eating the powdered sugar. I don't know what was going on, but eventually it got harder and I was able to take it outside my bowl and mix it between my hands. I gotta say, this is not the most appetizing form of ice cream. And yes, I have to add more sprinkles. Oh, it's so cute and pretty. Guys, the texture is, again, like a clay slime. It's thick. It smells so good. And I just had to try a piece for myself. It was super, super sweet. Major sugar rush if you actually eat this. So it's got a good little stretch. I can make a slime swirl, and this is ice cream that you can actually hold. How cool is that? Did I mention that it's still kind of cool? It's not cold, but it is actually cool. I had this instant snow in this container that I found. It has been used apparently, but I want to rehydrate it. I want to see if you can rehydrate it and test it out with some slime or try and make a slime out of it. So here we go. I dyed it yellow and I'm fixing to rehydrate, hopefully. Oh yes, you can. You can rehydrate instant snow. How awesome! I noticed that there's some dry clumps and patches, so I went in with my stir stick and wanted to hydrate everything, so I just stirred it up. So part 2 of this slime test, I am going to see if I can activate this face mask. I'm hoping that I can get it to come to slime. So this has really got a weird texture and consistency. It's really, really thick. Even coming out that bottle, it was thick. It's actually, it reminds me of Vaseline. You know how it's kind of, I don't know. Anyway, it's really weird. So I wanted to color it with this pink. Hopefully it will really cover. I'm spraying enough of it to get it a real popping pink. I'm really liking the pink this time. Now that is the pink I'm talking about. That's like a neon pink. Like, I love color. You will very seldom see any pastels on this channel. I love the colors. I'm gonna activate this with my contact lens solution and baking soda.
Oh, nope.
My baking soda tried to take over. The whole thing just went all in.
Still sticky.
So I know that typical, normal, clear slime can take and withstand the snow, this instant snow. I wanted to see if this peel-off face mask can do the same. So far, so good. I'm liking this pink and yellow mixture. It's so pretty. After a little bit of doing this, I'm noticing that my slime is starting to break down and get very gooey. So I'm going to attempt to save this by putting in some more activator. And did you notice my pink slime is no longer pink? I decided to add in some pretty pink balls and some of these larger ones. They're so pretty. I love the pink and orange together. And I'm hoping I can still save this slime. I ended up going in with a lot more activator, trying to just salvage what I can, and I think I could have saved it had I not added so much activator, because as you see, it is very, very tough. I mean, look at all the liquid that came out of that. Wow. All right, we're gonna check in on a slime that we tried earlier and look at this jelly ball. Oh my gosh, this is totally a little jelly slime. I love this, and I love all the cute little flowers that appear to be coming out of it. Don't even look at those. But look at the ones that are stuck in, and this has a great little stretch. Very cute. It's almost like Hawaiian. I like it. If you haven't already, go hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks so much.